Hello students, after the discovery of the electrons, which is done by J.J. Thomson, we are on the next topic, that is discovery of proton, and proton are discovered by E. Goldstein. So in a race of the experiment, Goldstein used the modified cathode ray tube, in which some changes was there only. That was, he took a tube in which he used aluminium plate as a anode and the iron perforated plate as a cathode. Now he filled the hydrogen gas in the tube, and here is the coating of the zinc sulfide. A battery is connected and suction pump is there. Okay. Now what happened after completing the circuit? When electricity is passed, this hydrogen gas dissociate and come in the form of H plus ion and electrons inside the tube. Then what happens? Being positive in nature, these hydrogen ions are attracted by the cathode, so they hit with a high speed to the zinc sulfide coating, and a fluorescence is observed here. So because Goldstein observed that some particles are coming towards the cathode, it means those particles should be positive in nature. So in this way he discovered the proton, and they are reduced by the hydrogen. Now how he calculated the mass and the charge of the proton? Here hydrogen dissociate as H plus ion and electron. We know the mass of electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg, which can be neglected. Okay, because this mass is very small, so we can neglect it. Now Goldstein observed that if we can neglect the mass of electron because it is very less, then from where the mass of atom comes? So it is coming from the hydrogen ion. So he just go to the mass of hydrogen, and the mass of hydrogen is what? 1.672 into 10 to the power minus 27 kg. So mathematically he just think of an idea that the mass of the proton should be equal to the mass of hydrogen. In the same way, the charge. If electron is having the charge minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb per charge, so Goldstein just calculated that the atom is an electrically neutral particle. So for maintain the neutrality of the atom, the same charge should be in an atom with positive sign. So if electron were having the charge of minus 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19, then the proton should have the mass 1.6 into 10 to the power 19. Okay. Now these rays was known as the canal rays. Why? Because these hydrogen ions are going to hit the zinc sulfide coating when they pass through this perforated tube. Means these are canals here. Okay, so they are going through a canal to the zinc sulfide coating. So these rays also known as the canal rays. These rays are positive in nature, as we know, because these are attracted towards the cathode or negative terminal, and these are called protons, and they travel with a high speed, do not with the speed of light, but they have the high speed so that they are hitting this coating rapidly so that fluorescence can be produced. Okay, so these are some facts about the discovery of the proton. Okay, now we will go for the discovery of the neutrons now. So our next atomic particle, that is neutron, after the electron and proton, was discovered by the scientist Chadwick in 1932. And how this particle was discovered? At earlier time, when the scientists do the experiments, some harmful rays like alpha, beta and gamma was emitted in some of the experiment, that is alpha, beta and gamma. Out of these three rays, alpha rays was harmful to us, which can cause cancer also. So scientists thought that they should discover something like this which can be protective to them and that can absorb the alpha rays. So what they did, they used the beryllium thin sheet and bombard the alpha particles on them to check out that beryllium sheet can absorb this alpha particle or not. Then what happened? Doing this experiment, some particles was emitting from the beryllium sheet, and when scientists observed this particle, then to check out the charge on them, they just put two plates or electrode, negative and positive, to check out that if these particles will be positive, they will attract it toward the cathode, and if they are negative, they will attract it toward the anode. But it was not like that. These particles did not attract it towards any of the electrode. So they just discovered that these particles do not have any charge on them, means they are neutral in nature. So they name according to their nature neutron. So the name of these particles were neutron now. Okay, I hope you understand the discovery of neutron now. Thank you.